Today we are going to discuss about half subtractor. Half subtractor is a combinational circuit which takes two inputs and provides two outputs called as difference and borrow. As the name implies, it is going to subtract the two inputs and it is going to produce the two outputs, namely difference and borrow. So first we need to construct a truth table. So inputs A and B and outputs difference and borrow. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Then you just start subtracting it. While subtracting, you will get two outputs, difference and borrow. 0 minus 0, difference is 0 and there is no borrow, so borrow is also 0. 0 minus 1, so difference is 1 and borrow is 1. Because we cannot subtract 1 from 0, so we are taking a borrow and then we are performing the subtraction. So difference is 1 and borrow is 1. 1 minus 0, difference is 1 and borrow is 0. 1 minus 1, difference is 0, borrow is 0. As I already told you while we were discussing about half subtractor and half adder and full adder, first we need to construct the truth table. Based on the truth table, we need to construct the K-map for the further simplification. Now look at the output of the truth table. Output of the truth table. We need to bother about the output value where it is 1. Okay. First we look at the difference output. So there are two values which are 1. Corresponding inputs are 0, 1, which is nothing but the 1. And 1, 0 is nothing but 2. Okay, these two are the inputs for difference. Okay, similarly for borrow, this output is 1. Against this 0, 1 is the corresponding input. 0, 1 is nothing but 1. Okay, now we are going to simplify it using K-map. Difference 1, 2. So obviously we know that it is going to have an two variable K-map. Okay. So A, B, 0, 1, 0, 1. So difference, what are the terms? 1, 2. So okay, first one we need to plot. 1 is nothing but 0, 1. 0, 1 is 1. So we have plot 1 here. And 1, 0, we have plot 1 here. So we cannot form a pair. So we are selecting individually. Right? Then for this one what we will be getting? A, B dash. A, B dash. Okay. For this one, we will be getting A dash B. Okay. A, B dash plus A dash B is nothing but A XOR B. Okay. This is the expression for difference. Similarly, we are going to repeat it for borrow. So it is also a two variable map, but we are having only one term that is called as an 1. That is 0, 1. 0, 1 is 1 that we have covered. So what term we will be getting? A dash B. Okay, A dash B. That is the expression. Now we need to draw the circuit for the simplified expression that we have found out. Okay. What is the expression? For difference it is A plus B, right? Sorry, A XOR B. And for borrow it is A dash B. Okay. This is the symbol for XOR. So A, B will be getting A XOR B. This is nothing but difference. Okay. Then for borrow, A dash B, right? A dash means you need to put an inverter here. And then you need to bring it here. Okay. A dash and then B. This is A dash B. So which is nothing but this is an borrow. This is our actual half subtractor circuit. Okay, similarly we need to design full subtractor also. So the rule is you have to start with the truth table. Based on the truth table, you need to go for a K-map simplification. After finding the simplified Boolean expression, we need to end up with designing the corresponding logic circuit. Okay. Now we are going to see about full subtract. Is it clear? So full subtractor does the same job of an off subtractor, but with the one difference. It is going to handle 3 inputs and produces 2 outputs, namely difference and borrow. So off adder is going to useful for subtracting 2 bits, but off subtractor is going to useful for subtracting 2 bits, but full subtractor is useful for subtracting 3 bits. Okay, but the number of output is very same, that is difference and borrow. So 3 inputs. So how many input combinations will be in truth table? 8 combinations, right? So A, B, C, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Output is difference and then borrow. Okay. Okay. Now we will perform. How to perform? We have to perform like A minus B minus C. Okay. So 0 minus 0 is 0. Then with the result of difference, we need to subtract the other bit. So 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. So difference is 0. Borrow is also 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. But 0 minus 1 will be getting a difference 1 as well as borrow 1, because we cannot perform we cannot subtract 1 from 0. So difference is 1, borrow is 1. Here also 0 minus 1 is 1 and then 1 minus 0 is 1. So we are taking a borrow, so obviously you will be getting the borrow 1. Here 0 minus 1 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0, but we have taken a borrow for this subtraction, right? 0 minus 1. So borrow is 1. Here 1 minus 0 is 1, 1 minus 0 is 1. So difference is 1, borrow is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So difference is 0, borrow is 0. 1 minus 1, 0, 0 minus 0 is 0. So difference is 0, borrow is also 0. 1 minus 1, 0, 0 minus 1, difference 1, borrow 1. Okay. This is how it goes. Now similarly, we need to look at the output columns where the values are 1, and we need to write the corresponding inputs as the minterms. Okay. For difference, what is the value? This one, and this one, right? So what is that? 0, 0, 1 is nothing but 1, and 0, 1, 0 is nothing but 2, and then 4, 7. For borrow, it is 1, 2, 3, 7, right? Borrow it is 1, 2, 3, 7. Is it clear? Is there any doubt here? Yeah, I think it's clear. So now what is the next step? We need to construct the KMF for both these outputs, that is difference and borrow. So how to decide whether we need to go with 2 variable or 3 variable? Means you need to look into the maximum minterm in a given problem. Maximum minterm is 7. How many bits are required to represent 7? 3 bits. So obviously we need to go for 3 variable K1. Okay, I think I can erase this truth table part, then we'll proceed with the K1. For difference, so 3 variable में, so 8 cells, A is 0 1, for B C D is 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. So what are the min terms of difference? 1 0 0 1 is 1, then 2 0 1 0 is 2, 4 1 0 0 is 4, 7 1 1 1 1, that is all. Okay, so here also we need to go individually. We cannot form any pair or quad, something like that. Okay, so now we'll write the expression diff equal to, so for this one what we'll be getting, a dash, this is a dash, what is it here, b dash c. Okay, for this term a dash b c dash, a dash b c dash, plus for this value a b dash c dash, for this value a b c. Okay, so now we will simplify it. We will take a dash common for these two terms, a dash into b dash c plus b c dash, plus here we can take a common, b dash c dash b dash c dash plus b c. Okay, so this becomes a dash into b XOR c plus this a into b dash c dash plus bc is nothing but b XOR c complement. Okay, so once again it is in the form of a dash b plus ab dash. A dash b plus ab dash is nothing but a XOR b. Okay, a XOR, in place of b we have b XOR c, so we'll be getting the expression as a XOR b XOR c. This is the expression for difference. Okay, a XOR b XOR c is the expression for difference. Now we'll solve it for borrow. Okay, I think we can erase it. Okay, I'll do it, I'll redo it. Okay, that would be clear. So for borrow, a b c 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. For borrow it is 1 2 and then 3, sorry it is not 3 and then 7, yeah 7. Okay, okay, is it clear? 0 0 1 is 1, 0 1 0 is 2, 0 1 1 is 3 and then 1 1 1 is 7. I think now we can form a pair. This one is a pair and this one is a pair, and this one is a pair. Okay, now we'll write the terms. Borrow equal to, for this pair, what is the value here? A dash. And what is the common bit for these two values? 1. That 1 corresponds to C, so A dash C. For this pair, we have to take the value of A, that is A dash, and we need to compare these two min terms. Which is the common bit is 1. This the first one corresponds to B, so A dash B. Okay. Now this way, across this, A won't come because bits are different. Only this one, BC. That is BC is the answer. So this is the expression for borrow. Okay. Now we need to draw. So we have found out the expression for the outputs. Now we need to draw the circuit. Okay. I will draw the circuit. So A, B, that is A XOR B, and then we need to take one more XOR here. Okay. So C is coming here. So this is our difference. This is the difference. A XOR B XOR C. And then what is the borrow? We need to do it, right? Borrow we need to do. A dash C, and then A dash B, A dash okay. So this is A dash C, A dash B. Okay. Then we need to OR it. Okay. Then what is that? BC, we have to get it. This is B, and then this is C. So we have to connect it with another R. Okay. So we will be getting the bar. Okay, this is the actual circuit of an full subtractor. Okay, so here it is going A dash C plus A dash B, then BC is going. So we'll be to the another OR gate. So what we'll be getting? A dash C plus A dash B plus BC. Okay, this is about full subtractor. Okay. Next, we'll see about n-bit adder. Okay. So n-bit adder. So what it is going to do is it is going to add n bits at a time, or otherwise we can say n bit adder is otherwise known as an parallel adder. For example, if you want to construct a 4-bit adder, you need an 4 full adders. If you want to construct an n-bit adder, you need an n full adders. Okay. If you want to perform binary addition with more than 1 bit, you need to make use of an n-bit adder or parallel adder. Okay. For example, half adder is used to add in the single bits for adding 2 bits, which will be adding two values. Okay. If you want to add as a binary numbers, 2 binary numbers, we need to take the help of an n-bit adder. Okay. Now we will see an example of an 4-bit adder. Four-bit adder, how many full adders will be used? 4 full adders, right? So FA1, FA2, FA3, and then FA4. Okay. So how it is going to work out? Cin and then A, B, and then some carry. Okay. S1, C1. You can write, you can input the carry to the next bit, that is C1 here. Okay. Sum alone we are going to take S2, A1, B1, A2, B2, C2, S3, A3, B3, C3 will be coming here, and then A4, and then B4, here S4 will be coming, and C4 is considered to be the output carry. Okay, so this is an 4-bit adder which is going to add 2 binary numbers of 4 bits. Okay, right? For example, I will give you 1, 0, 0, 1 plus 0, 1, 0, 1. We'll take like this. Okay, this is A, and this is B. Okay, so 1, 0, 0, 1. What is A? A is 1, 0, 0, 1. What is B? 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay. For the first step, the input carry would be 0. Input carry would be 0. We already know that full adder will be having 3 inputs, right? Input carry will be assuming that input carry is 0. So what is the output? 1 plus 1 plus 0. 1 plus 1 is 0. Carry is 1 here. It is coming here. And then 0 plus 0 plus 1. What it is giving? 1. Carry is 0 here. 0 plus 1 plus 0. What will be getting the sum? 1. Carry is 0. And 0 plus 0 plus 1. Sum is 1. Carry is 0. Okay. Our sum bits would be our the required result. You can see here 9 plus 7 is, sorry, 9 plus 5 is 14. What will be getting? 14. 1110 is nothing but 14 in binary. Okay. This is how we need to perform the n bit adder. Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yeah. Next we'll go to discuss about n bit subtractor in coming class. Thank you.